So it's about 10:01, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We like to start on time. Good morning, I'm Renee Watson. I serve as the Director of the Small Business Office for Bexar County. We are joined and very honored today to have the team, some of the team members and leadership from Workforce Solutions, San Antonio, Alamo as we call it, to be here to talk about some of the programs and issues that are impacting small business and employers. Mr. Hershey, who serves as the Deputy Director of Business Solutions for Workforce Solutions Alamo in San Antonio, it will be the presenter this morning about all of the different programs and operations they have that help employers as you look for assistance to staff up for your firms and your companies. This workshop was an idea of one of our small business owners that we had in another workshop about a week ago. So if you have ideas as small business owners or others that are joined on the call this morning, and you'd like for us to bring you speakers and presenters, please put that in the chat box as well, because we try to be responsive and provide services and educational forums that will help you as you grow, expand, or save your business. Mr. Hershey, prior to his current position, John was a strategic business development manager at CompTIA, the world's largest IT association. John supports local communities to build their tech pipeline by using CompTIA's vendor-neutral training and certification solutions. John previously spent 12 years as director for a local Texas workforce development board focused on developing grants and building solutions to support the local labor workforce. John has over 13 years in workforce development and more than 15 years experience in manufacturing and human resources. So with that, we want to bring John Hershey forward, and he's going to conduct a presentation. Thank you so much, John, for joining us this morning.
Renee, thank you to you and your team for reaching out and allowing us to be a part of your community and to the businesses you serve. So we really appreciate it and appreciate the partnership. Just to get started, my name is John Hershey. I'm the Deputy Director of Business Solutions for Workforce Solutions Alamo. I'm located at our Data Point Center, which is off of 410 and I-10, but we have, and I'll get to this in the presentation. Let me see. There we go, got a delay there. So we serve a 13 county region. And I'm sorry, my slides are a little bit out of order. So we serve a 13 county region in South Central Texas, and we're committed to match employers to qualified job seekers. And so just to start off, I wanted to let everybody know that we are not the unemployment office. Sometimes we get confused, but we are associated with the unemployment office. So Texas Workforce Commission is our funding source. They get funding from the Department of Labor, USDA, and other sources, and then that is passed down to our local workforce boards. The local workforce board has a board committee of 25 members of the community, and they kind of oversee the funding and allocate the funding to us, and then we deliver the service directly to you, the businesses, and to our job-seeking customers. And so we often get confused by the public that we can help people apply for unemployment benefits. And while we can help with directing people, we do not have any say in who gets unemployment or doesn't. That's all handled by the Texas Workforce Commission, and that's done through call centers that they have across the state. So I'll share with you some of those resources that we have with our partners from Texas Workforce Commission that is for businesses. But what we do here locally and what my team is focused on is helping you, the business, fill the openings that you have. And we can help you in several different ways. One of those is using our job board, which is called workintexas.com. Through workintexas.com, you can post a job at no cost to you, and that will go out to any job seeker that's in the state of Texas that has stated that they're willing to work in the zip code for which you posted the job. There's some job matching requirements in the system. So whenever a job seeker makes a profile, they have to put in there their previous work experience, how long they've worked in that certain job role, and that system matches them to your job posting. And then that way you can get their contact information and reach out to them. So that's a really good way to let the public know that you are currently hiring. And again, that's at no cost to you. We have staff that can help you enter job postings, but you can also enter job postings yourself and manage those job postings. Some of the other ways that we can help you is we can set up and promote, market virtual job fairs or hiring events for you and your business. Or we can also set up job fairs that are in person hiring events. So if you've got positions available and say you've got 5, 10 positions you need to hire for, you could contact us and we can even work to arrange a time where you would come into one of our workforce centers and you could have a booth and you could promote your jobs and try to talk to customers that are coming into our resource room. And so I'll just back up here. And so that's where we call it, recruitment assistance. And here's some of the ways that we help you, in addition to the ones that I didn't mention, is we can do specialized recruitment outreach. We've got systems to do this to help meet your needs. We also can help you with developing job descriptions if you need help to post your jobs. And then we have some subsidized training programs where if you're not finding the right person and our team can't help you get the right person to fill a position, we may have a program where we could help subsidize the cost of that person being trained by you. So in other words, kind of a program where you teach them what you need them to know, and we can subsidize the wages during that time period that you're training the individual. And then we partner with partner agencies such as New Apprenticeship, Alamo Colleges, and other training providers to come up with ways to also prepare your future workforce. So with the relationship between you and us, we can help try to get your pipeline ready and get people the skills they need to do the job that you need them to do. Some of those are apprenticeships where they could earn while they learn. And so if you're interested in trying an innovative, different way of getting your staff skilled up, or not finding the right solution for a certain position, maybe you've got certain hard skills they need to know, talk to us and we can match you up to the right training provider, or maybe we can even help you set up an apprenticeship program. So that's another option. And then some other ways that we can assist you is if you reach out to us, you need to know maybe what careers are in demand in San Antonio, what does the job market or the labor market look like. We can also give you reports of our area's economy and tell you things. Maybe you're wondering, am I paying my let's say you have a general labor position or maybe a carpentry position. Maybe you're having a hard time retaining your employees. If you get with us and you've got a question, we could probably tell you what the average wage is for that position in the area. And maybe you'll see that maybe my hourly wage is very low compared to the rest of the market. That could be a reason you're losing employees. So if you've got those types of questions, we can also help you with labor market information, and we'd be happy to do so. Some ways that we can help save money for your business. There's the state provides a tax credit. It's called the Work Opportunity Tax Credit. And so whenever you hire certain individuals that have maybe they're veterans or maybe they're ex-offenders, some of these folks, maybe they live in an empowerment zone. There's different factors that go into this, but whenever you hire someone, if you submit to the Texas Workforce Commission this form that's called an ETA form 9061 or 9062, and we have these forms available on our website, and in a minute I'll give you a website for the TWC, Texas Workforce Commission, where you can also get these forms. But if you submit that to them within 28 calendar days after you hire them, you could potentially get a tax credit back from the state of Texas. And so some of the larger businesses that have, HR departments and systems in place whenever they do new hires, this is something that they automatically, when they make that hire, they just submit these forms directly to TWC for everybody, for all hires. And then TWC will come back and let you know if they were eligible for the tax credit or they weren't. So as a small business, I know you may not have all those resources that big companies do, but we can help with that. So if you have questions, let us know. We'll walk you through the process, and then you could just set up a internal method of where whenever you hire somebody new, you fill out the paperwork and get it up to TWC and see if they're eligible, and it could help you save money for your business. Same thing goes with the employee retention tax credit. This is something that's kind of new. It started last year. And the reason why they implemented this is because of COVID. They're trying to find ways to work with businesses and kind of give you cost savings for retention. So whenever you hire an employee, they look at how long the employee has worked with you and retained employment. And you could also get a tax credit back for retention of your employees. So that's another form you would fill out and send it off to TWC, and then that's potential more savings for you. Some other ways that we can help you save money. Again, I mentioned training. So we have some programs that we can upskill your current workforce. So if you want them, maybe they need to get maybe you're an IT company, a small IT company, and you want to upskill your help desk technicians. We could potentially work with you to see how we can get them, funded for training, get them the new certification they need to do maybe a cybersecurity role and move them up within your company. Or maybe there's an opportunity that we could do something that we call on-the-job training, where you hire the person on your payroll, and then we could reimburse some of the wages while you train them on the job. But that one's structured, so you would have to work with us to turn in, weekly training outline, kind of the curriculum, if you will, of what you're going to train them, and then how long it's going to take to get them trained to the point where they're the right employee for you. So we've got a variety of programs that we can potentially offer whenever the time is right, but that's a conversation that we need to have with you and just come up with the right solution to meet your needs. And we know all businesses are different. You have different systems you use, so it varies how we can help, but there are some programs that potentially would help you with training up your current employees, or finding the right person that maybe to fill your entry level positions. And then another program to help save money or provide you some protection is we do understand that some businesses, you're open to hiring somebody that may have a criminal record or background. And that's great. That's great to give somebody a second chance. I think we've all in our lives maybe messed up at one time or another. And sometimes you need a second chance. And so for you businesses that are willing to consider somebody that may have a record or a background, and I know your guidelines and your policies are different per business, but if you are willing to do that, we can provide some insurance. So you hire the person, and maybe some issues arise and maybe something happens. Well, we can help kind of maybe give you peace of mind that you're still going to be protected, and that's what Fidelity Bonding is for. So we could show you, give you the information for that and how you can get that protection through our business solutions team members. And so just, and I'm going to share our contact information here in a minute, how to reach us to get more information on this and work directly with us. COVID-19. So COVID happened. I know everybody was struggling. It really took a toll on our economy. And now that we're starting to open up the state, a lot of you have told us, I'm having a hard time hiring folks. I'm having a hard time getting my workers back. And we understand that. So the city and the county have programs that are geared towards helping people affected by COVID get support services and the help they need to get back to work. So we can, you know, sometimes we can help you find people. Now they're not gonna, maybe they may not be the right, have all the right skills or technical skills that you need, but they're willing to work and want to work. So we can help potentially fund some training to get them trained up, or again, allow you as the business to train them up. And then we have a grant from the city that we can potentially pay the cost of that. So their wages, so their hourly wages, we can, I think right now, the city of San Antonio is the only grant that we have openings for right now. But if you're interested in that program, ask us, we'll give you all the detailed information. But we could potentially pay the wages for somebody that you hire for an entry-level position, and then you train them up and we'll reimburse you, or we'll actually pay the wages for that individual. So ask us about that. That's another option that we may have if it sounds like it's something that will meet your needs. And so just, you know, to kind of end my presentation, and again, I'm so thankful to Renee and her team for allowing us to reach out to all of you. Here's some really good resources for you. So the Texas Workforce Commission, and you can Google this, just type in Texas Workforce Commission. It will bring up the website, but they have a whole section on businesses, business support. You can download an actual manual. It's called Just for Employers, and that gives you all the Texas laws and requirements of what you need to open a business, start a business. It tells you what mandatory signs that you need to post within your business, maybe in your break rooms, and it even shows you links of how to get those posters and things printed out, and just other support that's really beneficial for a business to know. And then the other resource that we have, and I want to share with you, is our own website, Workforce Solutions Alamo. You can just type that in, Workforce Solutions Alamo, and you'll see that page come up, and there's more resources for you that are local and give you more information. And then you can always call this number and say you need to speak to a business solutions representative, and we'll help you, assist you with either a job posting or tell you more information on how to get started and sign up to work with us on some of these programs that I talked about for subsidized employment or training that we could potentially provide to your workforce. And that's it. That's the last slide I have. My email address is also right there, jhershey@wsalamo.org. Feel free to shoot me an email as well. We'd love to hear from you.
So thank you, John. We have a lot of questions in the chat, and Sonia is going to start reading those. The presentation will be posted, and the slides will be posted on the county's website at bear.org. Everyone, if you put your email in the chat, we will also receive it via email of what he just presented. So Sonia, if you could go back up to the top in the chat, and let's get John some questions. And then if we run out of questions, but we have time, we'll have a raise hand feature so you can start answering, asking questions. Okay, Sonia?
Yes, okay, so Casario, they asked, would someone contact me about resetting our credentials for posting job offerings to Workforce Solutions Alamo website? I called 3 weeks ago and was told I'll get a call back, so.
Yes, absolutely. Is the number or contact information here in the chat?
It is, John, and we'll go ahead and email that to you.
Yes, and I have Joshua Valadez is on my team. Joshua, can you help me make sure we get a business solutions rep to call them today?
Yes, sir. We actually do have their contact information from that message. If we can just get a what business your industry, or at least what industry your business is in, then I can get it forwarded to somebody like right now.
So can we open up the mic for Casario so she can tell him and they can get on that right now?
If you could please unmute yourself. Let me see.
Who's with Casario?
I'm trying to locate her.
Okay,
Hey, Sonia, I found them. I'm sending them a link asking them to unmute. They're just not doing that right now.
okay. So
Thank
let's
you.
go to the next question and we'll come back to her.
Okay. Question from Shelly. I have also had trouble resetting our credentials to the post job offerings on the website. We have a position open that we really could use someone to help with the posting. And she has also provided her contact information.
Yes, I did a direct message Ms. Shelley, and we've already forwarded her information to the appropriate staff.
Next question, and I apologize for mispronouncing your name, Aslam. He asked for the website that the speaker had mentioned, but we did provide that in the chat box. I'll go ahead and go over to the next question from Mr. David. Does Workforce Solutions Alamo network with academic institutions as universities and community college for training employees? And do you have funding solutions for such teaming, such as journeyman and woman?
Okay, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that question. My internet went out for a second. Could you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem. Does Workforce Solutions Alamo network with academic institutions such as universities and community college for training employees? And do you have funding solutions for such teaming?
Yes, absolutely. We do partner with Alamo colleges and other training providers to come up with solutions to train up employees. We also work with JATC, who has some electrical and plumbing apprenticeships that they can help train folks. So yes, if you connect with us and kind of let us know specifically what your needs are, we can connect to the right training providers and help you with that.
Question from Barbara. What is the current wage for manufacturing jobs in San Antonio?
So that one varies. I would need more specific information as far as the actual job role. There's many different job roles within that industry. I could tell you a few employers have production line workers and they pay between $9 to $11 an hour. But then we have some employers in the area that pay $14 to $16 an hour for a similar position. So if you want to reach out to us with a specific job title, we can supply you with that wage data.
Okay, question from Maxine. Do these credits / taxes apply to the food and beverage industry for hourly employees?
Yes, they apply to all businesses who hire someone who meet the qualifications or eligibility for that tax credit. So if you hire somebody for a server position or a waiter position that maybe they were a veteran or maybe they live in a an empowerment zone, if that's where they live, there's all kinds of different factors that would make them eligible to give you that tax credit for hiring them. But yes, every business that is registered with the state and you have a liable and current tax status with the state, you are eligible for those refunds. Or
Question from Pretty Patel. Where can we post for free?
The website is it's www.workintexas.com. And once you get to that website, you can, as a business, it will say employers or job seekers. And then of course you would click on employers and then you would register as a business and you could start posting jobs immediately.
Denise, we are ready to hire. We have never been involved with this program, so we don't know where to get involved.
Yeah, I would just say reach out to the number, call the number on the screen or shoot me an email and we can help you get set up and work at Texas, and we can give you all this information we shared about the tax credits and other resources that are available to you.
We have a question from Helotus. I am wanting to help train those interested in becoming automotive technicians. Who can I contact to find out about doing that?
Yeah, you can give us a call at the number I shared on the screen, and you can either ask for me or you can ask for Joshua, and we'll get you in contact with the right individual so we can get more information of where you're located and find a training provider, and then just talk about what solutions we have to help do that.
A question from Priscilla. Can I get additional information on the grant related to on-the-job training?
Yes, reach out to us and we can discuss that with you as far as the on-the-job training options that we have available, and start potentially start that process. We need more information. So the program has a lot of different variables in it. So we just need to get in contact with you directly, and then we can find out what the best solution is and how we can start those programs with you.
Okay, somebody is asking me, is it possible to connect them directly with someone at TWC? They have a position open and an intern. They would like to promote that position. However, they need to understand the grant guidelines for this.
Yeah, so just reach out to us on the number that I provided, and we can give you that information.
Joshua, if you could please type that number into the chat box for all those people asking. And last question from LaDonna. Are there other programs in other parts of Texas with similar programs? We have about 150 tech positions available.
Absolutely, there are. So Workforce Solutions Alamo is one of 28 workforce boards, but all 28 workforce boards have the same programs and the same resources available to you. So wherever the location is at where you need this support, we can, you know, the local workforce board can offer the same assistance that we talked about today. So yes, it's a statewide, it's available statewide.
Okay, I don't see any further questions in the chat box. If anybody wants to type in any other questions in the chat box, or if you want to use the raise hand feature, we can go ahead and unmute you and you can ask your question.
Do we have any hands raised? Anyone? Did we cover everything that everyone has?
I do see 2 hands raised.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask Priti Patel to unmute herself.
Hello.
Hi, Ms. Patel, and thank you for suggesting this workshop. You want to go ahead and ask your question?
Well, the question was I couldn't get that website, so if you just want to type in, so I can just take a screenshot and then take from there, because I'm on the phone.
Oh, we're going to email it to you. We're going to email you the yeah, and then we're going to transcribe and send you all the questions and comments.
Oh, okay. And then I still didn't get about the tax credit, so yeah, I'll probably reach out to you guys. How does that work?
Okay, John, did you want to make any comments on that one?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you. Nice to meet you, Ms. Patel. We will definitely assist you with those questions you have. After Renee and her team sends out the PowerPoint presentation with the links, give us a call and we'll help you connect you to the right people at TWC to get the information you need for the tax credit.
We do have one more hand raised. Aditi Joshi, if you want to go ahead and ask your question.
Yes, hi. So my business is a medical wholesales business. We are a Texas hub and SBA certified business, and you know, been around only for about a year. And currently the business has a lot of interns, and there are a few interns we want to promote to the job position. However, you know, this program called Work in Texas and this grant program is really new to me. I've never heard of it before. And I want to understand, is there a lot of financial liability on a business like mine? Or, you know, is there any compliance or auditory issues that we will run into down the road for hiring someone that is financed or, you know, funded for through a grant program?
Yeah, great question, actually. So our goal is to help you save money, not you having to spend money. So get with us, call the number or send me an email and I'll connect with you directly to discuss your needs. But the goal is that we find a way to train up your interns, and we help subsidize the cost for you, and you don't have to pay it back. We want to help you save money so you can grow your business. So please just reach out to us directly so we can figure out your individual business's needs, and then we'll help you come up with the best solution.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'll email you right after the event.
Thank you.
Ruby, I do see you have your hand raised. Do you want to go and unmute yourself?
Hello, everyone. I had a question. I know earlier someone asked about if you recruit journeymen and other apprentices. So with my business, I am going to be needing electricians and plumbers. I'm just starting up my business, so I'm looking at minimal cost. So I wanted to know if you can repeat again the name of the school that you work with.
Yeah, so for that position, we work with the local JATC, and I can definitely connect you to John Martin.
Okay.
I'll give you his contact information, but he does train apprentices for those positions. So if you can connect with him, he could probably help you recruit.
Okay, sounds good. So do I just reach out to you at that number that y'all listed that you provided?
Or just shoot me an email at jhershey@wsalamo.org, and that way I can connect you to John directly.
Okay, and then also, if I'm interested in the subsidized wages and things like that, would I just set up an appointment with you guys?
Yes, absolutely. Reach out to us, and we'll have one of our business solutions, for someone from our business solutions team, reach out to you and just talk to you about that and see how we can help you with that process.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for the question.
I did have one more question come in through the chat box. David asks, is the Work in Texas website a cost pay site such as Indeed or ZipRecruiter, or is it a free online resume search?
Yeah, it's all free. It's at no cost to the employer. You just have to be registered with the state. And what I mean by that is you have to be paying into the UI tax system. But once you log in to workintexas.com, it will ask you to fill out a registration form and ask you all those questions. But once you're in there, you will be able to post your jobs, and you will have access to job seekers in the system who are looking for work within that zip code of where you put the job is. And you'll start seeing their resumes, and you can just reach out and tell them about the position you have available. So yeah, it's all free. It does not cost you anything.
I had one other question come in. Chrissy, I came across this workshop online, but my business is not within your 13 counties. Do you work with people outside of your region or have a suggestion/contact in the Dallas-Tarrant County area?
Yes. Joshua, are you still on the call?
Yes, so if you want to reach out to us either by phone or by email, for Tarrant County specifically, we actually have very specific contacts that we can connect you with. It's one of our sister contract areas. For Dallas, the very least what we can do is get you the Workforce Solutions Center contact number for the office that is closest to your work site. In either case, just reach out to either John or myself and we can get you those contact numbers.
At this time, I do not see any other questions in the chat box.
So it's an open forum as well, not just for questions. So if you are an employer and you have issues, you want to comment, anything you want to bring to the attention to John, maybe they can look at it or investigate it for you from what you're experiencing as a small business. You can do that at this time as well, because we want to make sure that you get your questions answered. If anybody has any other final comments while we have some time remaining. So everybody's happy, excited, since no hands went up, and so we're doing good. Okay, well, thanks everybody. We will be posting the slideshow, the slide deck, and the questions we'll be sending over to John and his team at Workforce Solutions Alamo before the end of the day. If you gave us your email, we will be sending those to you as well. So we will leave the chat box open for a few more minutes so you can give us that information as well. And we will be also be posting it on our website, and we'll give you the link where we'll be posting all the information. So thank you. John, any final comments? You or Joshua?
Well, again, just thank you so much, Renee, for this partnership and having us here for this workshop. I really do appreciate it. Collaboration means success, and so anytime we can work together to help businesses succeed, that's what we're about. So thank you for having us. To all you small businesses that attended today, wish you nothing but success, and we're here to help you. And if we don't have all the answers, I will definitely use my experience to try to lead you in the direction that will get you the answers you need. So please just reach out to us and ask us any questions, and we'll try to help you the best we can. And I really appreciate it. It was nice to meet everybody, and thank you for all the great questions.
Thank you. Everybody have a great day.